Here we go.
Let's deliver this fish.
Explode all over that capture. Yeah, so we were talking about monkfish last time, and I've since then done it like 4 minutes of research, so I'm now the leading authority on monkfish. The reason I bring it up though is I got really into that anime Food Wars.
Okay.
And there's a character they do. I think it was a curry, maybe. I don't want to misspeak, but and they all have to do like different ingredients, and so she gets to choose. I think so. She chooses ingredients based off her hometown, and that's like what they do there is they catch and prepare monkfish. And usually it seems like, and again I can't speak to this, but usually it seems like they kind of do their research in that show, like as far as the spice origins and that. And I guess I can't see a reason why they wouldn't, because it's not any more or less interesting if it comes from one country or the other. But it's like years upon years of experience you need to be able to like correctly prepare a monkfish, because they're just like half their body is just like calcified and the other half is just like organs that are paper thin, so if you screw anything up the entire thing is just ruined by like
there's like that, and then there's like a fruit that's the same way, so like you have to like be very careful when preparing it.
Yeah, so I mean that's how a lot of things are, even like when they butcher livestock, if the livestock are aware that they're in a situation where they're being butchered, like it actually like spoils the flavor of the meat that you harvest from them. Or I don't hunt. My dad does though, and like he'll go like bow hunting for deer, and you have to be super careful about that because there's the bladder and that sort of thing. So if you like hit the wrong thing, then all of a sudden like that's gonna ruin everything that you were trying to get out of that. So,
right.
But yeah, no, it's like I'll see if I can find a picture of it. But when they harvest the meat from these monkfish, they use like these enormous like steel tripods, and they like put them on chains, and they're not small fish. I think they're like at least a few feet long. But yeah, apparently it is a pretty dicey process. You should really watch that. I know that you don't really watch anime, but I think you would like that one.
Well, not because I don't like it. It's just I haven't found one that I'm like, I want to get invested in this.
Yeah, like some of the ones that I've recommended to some of your friends are good because they're so short.
Yeah, and they've dove deep into them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right when you recommend it, because they're anime lovers.
Yeah, and it's great finding it. I mean, if you can find like an anime that's multiple seasons long and you really like, that's great. But in lieu of that, it's nice having something to fall back onto where it's just like 20 episodes and it's inclusive, and then it wraps up really well. Ooh.
Okay, so what is going on?
Okay. Let me see here. Yep. Okay, so this is what's happening in the movie. So I'll just give you like a little rundown of this. So there are two countries essentially that you need to worry about in this. There's Insomnia, which is you, and then there is, I can't remember the name, but another country which is the emperor. So your dad is the king, but there's an emperor of a different town or a different country.
Okay.
So under the guise of, these are all scenes from the Final Fantasy movie, under the guise of like creating a treaty, the emperor comes in to sign a treaty and stuff with the king, and that's part of what your marriage is, because the girl you're marrying, I believe, is the emperor's daughter.
Okay.
Excuse me. So while they were there, they there's like one thing, the emperor has conquered like every area in the world essentially besides your town, Insomnia, your kingdom. Okay. And the reason that he can't conquer it is there's a crystal that is powered by the king, I guess, in Insomnia, and they can't break through it. So they basically came up with a plan to like pretend they were going to have a treaty and get in there into Insomnia, and then that's what that was just showing, is that they double crossed the king and killed him. So your dad's dead, and now they occupy your kingdom. So basically, you just left, and you're now gonna find out that your dad's dead, and your kingdom is occupied by that douchebag.
Douchebag, or was it just like a? Because it looked like the other. You know the story, so I'm just.
The guy in the white, that was the emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the asshole. He's the one that's taking over, or that just took over.
It looked like an alien, not like an emperor.
Yeah, he's kind of weird looking.
Okay.
But then the guy in like that huge armor.
Yes.
That's his associate, who in the movie you find out who he is and everything. You will actually never find out who he is in the game. It's really weird that they did that, actually, because they obviously tie together very closely, but they don't really touch on what happens in the movie all that much. We should really we need to like remember that we should watch that like this week, because that'll give you a lot of good context.
Background context.
Yeah. But so Ignis just found out essentially that that happened. So this is them processing the news. And scene.
What else do we know?
Those arms, though.
I knew when I went to drink from that, I was like, if there's a moment of silence, he's gonna jump all over Gladio.
Yeah.
We gotta keep the conversation rolling, otherwise you just fall back into Gladio's biceps.
That's what I know. They just draw me in. A warm embrace of big muscly arms.
Jeez.
Hey, crackers. Crack.
Imagine if you could have that hair.
Well, I wouldn't want it, so...
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it would look weird on you.
I mean, I'm going
It
to go
look-
out on a limb and say it would look really weird on you as well.
I don't
so.
think so. I think I told you the story about, like, not last New Year's, but the one before, where we met those guys that were on that VH1, not Rock of Love, but
Oh
the
my God.
Daisy of Love.
Yeah, and wait, what were you?
Nashville.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and then one of the guys was gay, and he like kept asking, and we ended up talking for a few days, just because I wanted to hang out with their group of friends again, and everyone else wanted to. But he was Vietnamese. I think he was Vietnamese, and he had that kind of hair. I was like, ooh,
You're like an anime character.
if I were gay. I don't know actually that I would be into that.
I was gonna say, wait, you'd
he
be
was
into
very-
someone that
He was
has...
a little guy. He was like 5 feet tall and like 100 pounds.
Hey, some people are into just like
That's true. I don't know what my taste would be.
taking a full advantage of this size,
Yeah. I don't
being
want-
able to throw them
Okay,
around,
I don't wanna think
and,
about that.
you know, just like
No.
tugging on that hair.
Move it. Oh my
Okay.
god. This is getting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's no way to tell. Like, if you were interested in women, what your taste in women would be.
I would be I mean, gay men love boobs, so I would definitely be a
Really?
boob guy. Mhm.
Like you're actually attracted to boobs.
No, I wouldn't say we're attracted, but I
like,
think
you're
they're
interested?
fun.
Oh.
Like, they're fun. Like, the concept of boobs are fun.
Like, what if you came home and Andrew had breast enhancement?
I would scream, run away, tell him to go get those removed.
You wouldn't like just enjoy it for a little while.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that's them. So the shield's down. Like, there's nothing separating your country now from these douchebags. What is the name of the? So Insomnia, you'll hear Insomnia a lot. That's the name of the kingdom. Your kingdom. Kingdom of Insomnia. City of Insomnia.
Uh-huh.
So then, the Emperor, they utilize what's called Magitech, which is in a lot of different Final Fantasy games, and there's always like slightly different variances of what what it incorporates. In this, all of the soldiers that you fight, basically, so you're not killing real people, all the soldiers that you fight are Magitech soldiers, so they're basically like autonomous, robotic, magic-driven
Right.
enemies.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I'm not killing people.
Well, maybe you're not.
That's fine. They took my palace.
There they are.
running right on in there. Oh, oh, jeez.
Was I not supposed to do that?
Well, yeah, you could have planned a little bit.
I mean, I did pretty well, I think.
Yeah, sure. I think it's really good physics for that kind of thing. This is also nothing how any of the other Final Fantasy games play. Like 95% of the Final Fantasy games are all turn-based.
Yeah. My finesse was not that great, but everything else.
Yeah, honestly, it does take a while to get like the rhythm down and everything. I think at this point I was also like still clicking when you're supposed to hold the button.
God, thank you. I appreciate the subtle reminder.
I think at this point I was also a fucking idiot.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
You're getting shot at. You're gonna die. Ooh. So see how there's all that cover?
No, I don't see it at all.
All those barricades that you can cover behind.
Nope.
Probably at some point we should have you play this off camera.
Why?
Just so like maybe.
Are you saying I'm not doing well?
You're really bad.
Am I really?
And you're not good. You're pretty bad at it. So,
Am I really? Seriously?
I mean, you've only been playing for, and we've also been like it's all been few and far between. So.
Okay. So I am bad.
But yeah, you're pretty bad.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, there's not really much that you can do at this point, so it's not like you don't have access to many things. But it's more just kind of like like I said, like the rhythm that takes a little while to pick up. Like that was good. That's what you were. That was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I appreciate the positive feedback.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, you just kind of get it down to a science. Like you'll have fought these same enemies so frequently that you can tell by the way that they're moving, like when they're gonna attack. So you can stop attacking, you can start parrying, so you're not taking so much damage. But that's like what you're really looking for is like just the sign of them reeling back, so you can like get your hand off of the attack button and on the dodge or block button. You'll get there. You'll get there, baby.
I'm doing good, I feel.
Ooh, we got the Drain Lance.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, so it's explaining it right there. The mechanic, Sid, he can upgrade certain weapons multiple times and they get like new abilities and stuff. It's really awesome. So you just got a new weapon that you can equip if you want.
Who can equip it? Like, I can equip it down here?
Well, actually, you can equip it, and so can. Nope, that was already equipped on the up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you hit R1. Nope, R1 in that menu. Nope.
I'm in that menu.
No, like in the what? Hit X. That menu. Now hit R1. Nope.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Now hit. Oh wow! It gave you the Genji blade. So I finished the Gladio DLC, and you get that for winning. So you can probably tell from its attack that's a pretty. Go for it, use it.
Okay.
And then.
I'll put that over here. So here.
There you go.
There we go. Put the Genji blade there. And then.
Engine blade there.
Okay.
And then on the right. Drain Lance. Yep.
Alright.
Now, I'll go back in. Now, Ignis can also use spears as a secondary. So give Ignis your old spear. Yeah. Wait, set/spell? Can they use magic now? He can't. What? I think that's new. We'll have to ask Dan. Maybe he's seen that, but yeah, that sword's just good. So you have to fight a summon at the end of the Gladio DLC, and that is that summon sword.
Jeez.
It was a hard fight too. It was good. I really want to find like the OCD or not OCD, the OST soundtrack for the Gladio DLC, because it's like, and I hope they're able to capture the other characters like Essence in their DLC, but they really like got Gladio down in that DLC. It's just like action packed and like hard metal, and it's really good. We'll find out what happened to the Oracle Lunafreya next time.